I'll just start recording while we talk about their website.
All right.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know why they don't have like a
Like it's just
story about that.
like just like a beer list. There's like no about. You can donate.
Gee, that's for them to donate to you, not for
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's
interesting.
Yeah, I saw that and I
Donate
was
to
like,
you?
that's a bit weird. And then I was like, oh, it's because they
Donate
donate.
to us. Donate us some beer.
Right.
Contact gallery. I guess there's photos. No photos.
They have a new location coming on Sandy Boulevard.
Everything.
Oh,
Get a
yay.
gift card.
Oh, all right.
But
well,
nothing
yes,
about
very,
them. That's
But their
nice.
beers are
very
everywhere,
basic,
man.
yeah.
You think they'd be a little more?
Well, they got merchandise.
I've seen some of their merch. I know a few salespeople that work for, I think it's Melitas that distributes them, or Columbia. And I
Melitas. It has their
Oh.
shows who does deliver for them.
Oh, okay.
Under distribution.
I see a lot of them wearing like level products, and I'm like, they're pretty cool actually. Some of them anyway.
So
Other ones, not
Melitas
so
in
much.
Portland and Salem, Fort George in Oregon and Oregon Coast, Bigfoot in Central Oregon. So there are a lot of partnerships. It looks like.
Hot Toast Bar imports for Nakameguro, Tokyo.
Yeah. Melitas in Washington, or in Vancouver, and Orcas distributing in Seattle.
Oh,
and we're talking about Level Brewing, boys. Welcome
Level
to the Couch
Brewing.
Co-op Show. Woo!
Yeah. Hey,
I'm Ian.
welcome.
This is Jared. You got Dave and Aaron.
Hey guys.
Hey.
And we're back with another beer for the week. This week we're drinking Level Beer Let's Play Dry Hopped Pilsner. This is another donation by our friend Nick.
It's our other guest tap.
Guest tap, yeah.
Guest tap.
I like the Pac-Man can on this one.
Yeah, so all their cans have some kind of game theme or pop culture reference. So it's kind of like nerd beer. Kind of like a friend we know in Finland who has
yeah, I know.
a nerd beer.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll get to drink those on the show, but
I like the way they've done the level like mirrored as well.
Oh, right,
the logo on the front. That's kind of cool.
Yes, indeed.
I like the graph on the back that tells you how hoppy it is, how malty it is, how bitter it is, and how sour it is.
Yes.
That's really cool. I like that. I've never seen that on a can. I really dig that.
Yeah,
they have really cool presents. I like their art.
So
this one's called Let's Play.
So I guess, but then also like the little icons, because I think they're different on different beers. So it has water, hops, like what, wheat, and then this plus is like what, elixir, alcohol? I don't know. I think it's
yeast, maybe.
I think so.
No, the little.
I see a hop,
the
water
little
droplet,
beaker looking thing.
Barley.
That could be the yeast, you know.
Yeah.
A little beakery yeast. I don't know.
Anyway, it's funny. All right, let's pop this one.
All right, ready?
Here we go.
Nice and cold.
Go.
Have you guys had this before?
No, I've not, and I'm really interested to see what the dry hopping does for the Pilsner, because it says they dry hopped it with like American citrusy hops, which is not kind of your traditional lager hop, if you know what I mean.
I have had this a few times. This is not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
See, I've never tried this one. I've seen it a lot at work and shopping, and I'm always wanting to buy it, but I just kind of reach for something else instead. So I'm excited.
Nice and carbonated.
Oh yeah. As you can see,
not overly hop powered.
No.
More so than like a Pilsner usually is.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
It's more like it's kind of like it smells like a pale ale almost or something, hop wise.
I dig the smell. It is very florally. I like that.
Yeah, the citrus is really prominent.
Yes, citrus too.
Yeah, and I just tasted a bit of the foam, and I definitely got more like pale ale than Pilsner out of that. But
yeah, there's definitely a lot of foam.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. The smell is deceptive. Oh, and the flavor is just grabbing my tongue immediately. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's like a Pilsner for IPA guys.
But
yeah, interesting.
No, Pilsner should be Pilsner for people. IPA should be for IPA
I don't
people.
know if
So-
you.
You know-
I don't know if you know this, but Northwest breweries don't know how to do a proper lager or pilsner because they're all IPAs. They're all just IPA
Oh
breweries.
no, I know. Oh, I know. Trust me.
So, Dave-
yeah.
If you didn't tell me this was a Pilsner and you just gave it to me some yellow fizzy liquid in a glass, I would say it was a session IPA that was like 4%, 4.5%. Because it's
So,
got it has a real big hop punch to it.
could you explain the
Huh.
dry hop process, Dave?
Oof.
Yeah, basically, so you can add hops when you're brewing. You get all your malt and you boil it up, and you put the hops in as it boils. So say you boil for an hour, you put some hops in at the start, and those boil for a long time. The longer they boil for, the more of the like smell dissipates. It boils off. So what you're left with is just the pure bitterness of the hops, and so 15 minutes towards the end, then you'll put some in for flavor, and so less of the oils boil off, and so you still get some of the flavor, and then you'll usually put some in at the very end, and those will give you the smell because the smell is the first thing to boil off. So what dry hopping is after you've done boiling it and you've put it in your fermenter, you add hops to the fermenter itself,
Okay.
Huh.
and it's a way of getting like a really big. It tends to give you a lot of aroma. It can give you a lot of bitterness as well if you do it. Depends on what you're looking for and what hops you use. But for example, like the hazy IPAs that I've made, that one requires a lot of additions of hops later on, and that's what gives you like fruit juice type flavor, which you just don't get if you put it in the boil because a lot of that boils off.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that makes
that's what you-
sense.
That's what's giving this the smell, and then
Yeah.
this is really hoppy.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I told
like-
you. Oh, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you guys anything. But yes, it's like it's really for hoppy boys.
Oh,
Hop
oh,
boys.
oh.
If you're not into hops,
I don't taste any, and there's no skunk. I'm not getting any.
No,
if-
there's a
if
little.
it is-
I get the lemon or a little citrus in with the
Mhm.
hops,
It's very citrusy.
and it's
I was
really.
going to say, but any skunk is hidden by those hops.
hmm
it's hard to point out the Pilsner part in the beer. It really is. It's its own thing. It's
Well, I
definitely
think the lightness and how crisp it is. That's where that's your. I think that's kind of
It is
what the body
very-
what the beer is.
Yeah.
Like it's.
But like I say, if you put this side by side with a session IPA, you wouldn't. If someone didn't tell you it was a Pilsner, you would. It's actually probably more hoppy than some of the session IPAs I've had.
I also find
Yeah.
it's a weird beer for me because sometimes I really like it, and then other times I don't like it at all. Like it's just like I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like if I'm in the right mood for it, or like I don't want an IPA, but I want a little hop action. I'm cool with it. But other times I'm just like, nah, I don't really want this. So
I think this beer is quite unbalanced, honestly. I think
Well-
it's like way too hoppy and not malty. There's not enough body and malt there.
as someone who drinks a lot of these beers because I don't, that's my favorite genre of beer. I find
Mhm.
that most breweries do this right now. Like they're just about hopping the shit out of things. There's Mexican style lagers that people make, and they don't taste anything like a Mexican style lager. They taste like a hoppy lager. I just feel
Mhm.
like that's like the trend because of IPAs, and to try and get people to buy other types of beers, they try and add it into other things. And I think it's the trend, and I don't think the trend's a good trend, in my opinion. So
It's a fusion
No.
of style, so I can understand that people are trying to go with their own thing and hope it sticks. I feel that this beer has been pretty successful, and it is really easy to drink. It's actually pretty
refreshing, I'll give it that.
refreshing. Yeah. So it's its thing. It is, but I mean, I kind of wish it had a little bit more of the malty feeling of a Pilsner or something like that, But this does just feel like a session IPA. It really does.
It's
So
very,
yeah,
it's pretty clear, but it's actually not that clear for a lager. It's got a little bit of haze. I
Mhm.
just don't know,
Yeah, that's got to be like a lot of the residue from the dry hopping process, huh?
Yeah, depends on.
Yeah,
You can get rid of a lot
it's a
of it by
pilsner,
cold
and
crashing it. Yeah.
Budweiser is pretty hazy, kind of hazy.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's not without the style. It's just, yeah, it's just weird the mix of like
It's just that Northwest
those
Fusion
upfront
beer shit going
hops.
on.
Well, it's
Yeah,
also
I
it's
dig a
also
good
like all the
fusion.
citrusy hops they've put in there because like lagers, even when they do hop them, they don't hop them with citrusy hops. They're more kind of like.
I mean, I feel like
I need to look at my hop wheel.
Trapdoor has a beer like this. I'm forgetting what other, but I've had a
That's way
lot of
better.
beers like this. No, it's not that it's better. It's the same. It's just like the same style of beer. It's like just this really, they're just trying to
Yes,
be hoppy.
I know. No, I know exactly what you mean. There's nondescript, like usually in the 4.5% to 5% alcohol. They're very lightly bodied and very strongly hopped.
Mhm.
And this is almost too much. I feel like they over hopped it. I feel it would be better if there was a little less hoppiness to go into it.
And it's only 5%.
Yeah.
It has a story on the back.
I'll read it.
A German-style Pilsner-based beer that uses traditional floral/herbal hops along with citrusy American dry hops. Bright, crisp, refreshing with a pleasant hoppy aroma. Let's play.
There's nothing German about this beer.
No, that's deceptive. That's deceptive.
Maybe the base recipe they used was like German style, but the dry hop really just kind of throws it off. So it's really hard to tell what the base was.
So I've made a couple of recipes.
Ugh.
I've brewed a couple of beers, in my time, and I've brewed one or two where they've turned out like this, and I've always been disappointed. So
I'm
that's
greatly disappointed.
that's kind of like I was always like, okay, I got the hops right, but I didn't get enough body in there, or
This is just, ugh, no. This honestly to me, this is way too much of a like. It not only grabs your tongue with the flavor of the bitter and the dry hop and stuff, but it doesn't let go.
But
Like you,
this is a cool thing to point out though. Like Jared pointed out about the level
Mhm.
brewing levels. So if you do go and you find other their beers, they all have this. So it like is really
Mhm.
actually helpful to like.
and they do
It
have some
is.
good beer because
They do. They have good.
I've
Great
got
beer.
one of their hazies in the fridge right now, and it's really good. I also
Oh,
noticed
nice.
that they have two styles of cans because if you look at Ian's, it's got like ridges at the top, whereas
Oh, I do
these
have the
are like
ridges.
Yeah,
yeah,
mine's like smooth. Yeah.
because I've had some of the Game Over with the ridge cans as well.
Also, there's
Don't
like
like-
a tall boy of something. It's something IPA. I forget which one it is, but
Yeah, I've
it's
got
pretty good.
some 16-ounce something hazy. It's like 6.5%. It's nice. It's just a good IPA, really.
But yeah, this beer I struggle with. It's like I like it okay enough, but
I
sometimes
think it'd be really good on tap.
This would
maybe.
be better.
I
Maybe
might
on tap?
try and get some on tap someday.
Yeah, I mean, if I stumble upon it, I'll maybe try it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I haven't been to a bar in over a year, I'd say.
I guess
It's been a
play,
while.
I guess you play this beer with Pac-Man.
I
Yeah,
guess so.
Hey,
So,
that-
yeah.
at least these beers will be easy to pair with video games, won't they?
Right.
What? Look at the can. What's on it? Oh yeah, there we go. Pac-Man. Done.
Mhm.
Boom.
Well,
Yeah.
On the upside, I could see myself drinking more than one of these.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
an easier drinking beer, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
And like a lot
not
of
like
beers
some
that
of the
have
stouts or the heavier stuff we've had.
yeah, but a lot of
Yeah,
beers that have
interesting.
extra hop flavor like this, the hop really just kind of sticks to your tongue. But this one, it just really dissipates and it's just a clean
You see,
ending.
I'm finding the opposite. I can feel like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm
It's
not getting
grabbing
that.
and not letting go to me. I still feel it from the beginning to the end.
I'm with Jared. I hit it hits me hard, and then it just goes away.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, guys, what do you want to rate this? Rate this one.
It's pretty all right.
It's pretty
It's
all
pretty
right.
all right. I'll
I
give it
think
sideways.
I'm going
Yeah.
sideways. Man, this is the
I'm
lowest rated beer.
sideways.
This is
I'm
one
sideways going to bottom, but
one
I'm
and a
gonna go
half. We're gonna give it a
sideways.
1.5.
Yeah.
That's the lowest
Two,
beer.
3 sideways and 1 down.
Yes.
Aaron really didn't like it.
I will not search this out. No, I will not.
So this wasn't a
No.
crowd pleaser.
I'm glad
'cause
I
at least
tried it.
Yeah, I'm really curious, Nick, what you thought of this beer. So if anything, just message us in the Discord, or you can record a voice message on
Yeah.
Anchor.
Anchor.
So
.fm.
I'm
Probably hasn't
really
got to
curious
it
what you
yet.
think of this beer.
He's a hop boy, so he probably gonna love
Oh.
it.
Yeah, he'll be all over this.
I do like my hops. I just
Me too.
this is just
This one was way too
unbalanced
much.
for me.
It was too much. If it was less and more malty, but more balanced, like Dave said, it'd definitely be a thumbs up. But too much hop there. It's like, oh, come on. At least IPAs have a little balance going
I've
on.
bought
If
it a
it-
few times. I might.
If
I
it
don't,
seemed more, if they call themselves a Pilsner, it'd be nice to get that Pilsner feeling.
well, I
Yeah.
think it's in the
I-
name though. It's dry hopped Pilsner. I mean, that's literally
Yeah.
what it's
Yeah,
called. So
but-
you know going in, it's gonna be hoppy.
If I was going to make this
Yeah.
beer,
Yeah, but not that
I would-
hoppy.
I would probably halve the amount of dry hoppiness that's going on. I think it's like
Yeah.
just too much of that, and that's where I'm at. I don't think it's necessarily a bad flavor combination, but it's just unbalanced.
I'm curious how consistent their batches are. Like a lot of these little microbreweries and stuff like that, their batches are probably not exact every time. So
I don't
I'm
know,
super
it's
curious. Like
hoppy,
if you
but
go
it's
and
not
get it on
pretty-
tap and
It's hoppy, but it's not
check it
super
out.
bitter. I don't find it crazy bitter. I don't know.
It's pretty easy to get good consistency on your beer with like modern malts, and then modern hops are really well characterized, and the formulas are actually pretty easy to accommodate for like the hops this year might be a little more bitter
Yeah.
than they were last year. They'll still have the same flavor profile, but they're a
Right.
bit stronger or a bit weaker depending on what the weather was like that year. But
Yeah.
it's really
And
easy to compensate for that stuff. And
Right.
then the other thing you've got to remember is like, unless it's a year-round beer, they only, they might brew it for 3 months out of the year, so no one sat there A/B-ing it, kind of.
yeah, of course.
All right. Well, this one's a year-round one.
There's,
This
the
is yeah, this
aging
is-
in the
you can get this
bottle
one,
is
yeah.
a bigger difference than.
Yeah, I'd like to visit one of their locations someday and try some of their beers on tap. That'd be great. I think that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
They have
I think I-
almost
I've-
3
I
locations.
like the beers I've tried so far of this. I like the hop on IPA. That's a nice IPA.
They're all in the Northwest, all the different places you can buy them. I don't think anywhere outside of Washington and Oregon. So this is very localized beer, and all their brew pubs are in Portland, in various locations. The third one's going to open sometime this year, I would assume.
It's
Yeah.
funny to also mention that, Jared, but like we were on a stint where we were doing beers outside of Oregon, but somehow we've circled back. We did Deschutes last week. We've done Bend, Oregon, which is Deschutes, Levels in Portland, and the beer I'm gonna do next week
Is in Newport.
is
I
in
believe.
Newport. So we're doing Rogue, Dead Guy, the classic of classics, probably one of Portland's
Oh.
greatest beers.
Given your review of like Black
Oof.
Butte, I'm surprised you chose Dead Guy actually.
I love Dead Guy. It's so different than that beer.
I know,
It's so
but
sweet.
You don't, dark beers and you.
It's
darker.
That's an ale. It's darker. It's
I
more
haven't
of a-
had it in a long time.
It's an ale,
I
yeah,
don't
absolutely.
remember.
It's
Yeah,
way
I'm excited
sweeter
to try that one
and
again.
It's so sweet. Anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that we're in like the beer mecca.
Craft
You know,
beer mecca.
We really
there's
are.
so many craft breweries in Oregon and Washington. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
The
Between
Northwest
Oregon,
is just absurd.
Colorado, or Washington, we're in the trifecta of beer.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Really.
but
Dead
again,
guy.
we're always willing to do guest beers and things
Yeah,
like
Nick.
that. So
We want-
submit
thanks,
your
Nick.
interests
Again.
and
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you very much, Nick. I
For the beers.
enjoyed the beer.
Yep.
I did.
2 out
I
of
did.
3 good.
Aaron did not like it.
No. No. Did not like it. Yeah, I would no.
Yeah. So if you want to be like Nick and get donate some beers or just request. Don't even donate. No. Just request a beer and we'll get it
Yeah,
on the
Yeah,
show.
we'll find it.
We'll find
We'll
it.
find
Yeah, we
other.
have some good bottle shops here where we can
Yeah.
get pretty much most
Most
stuff,
things.
even
Yeah.
some East Coast stuff.
Yeah.
So
if you want to
East
request a
Coast,
beer,
Midwest.
yeah. If you want to request a beer, go
Everywhere.
ahead. You can leave a message. You can email us at couchcohopshows. At couchcohopshow@gmail.com, or you can go to you can leave us a message at the anchor.fm site. You can leave us a
and if
a
we
voice
can't
message.
get the exact beer, maybe we can get something from that brewery at least.
Yeah.
And,
You can also find us on Twitter at couch_hop. So there's ways to contact us. If you like beers, you want to give us beers or request a beer or just leave stupid comments about how we have awful taste buds, go
Yep.
ahead and
Yeah,
do that.
like our
And
taste
hey,
buds are broken.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Let
Listen to our
other people know
podcast.
that there's like 4 dudes that drink beer
Beer
on a podcast.
on a
So
podcast.
Tell
And you
everybody.
can
you
drink
know,
with us.
everybody's gonna be all over that. Let's
can-
go.
You can drink with us, and
Yep.
we'll have a good time. And
Yeah.
anything else we need to just
Have we had a 4-star beer yet?
I can look. Let me look. Right.
Ducati.
I think so. I think the first one. I think pub beer. We
Oh,
all
yeah,
did.
that one
beer was
too.
for that was one we all enjoyed. Yeah, we could all agree
Pub
on.
beer.
Yeah.
I know pub beer, Ducati.
the
I
Ducati?
think that was it.
Ducati.
Those are the only two. I think those are the only two that had 4-star. We all kind of
Yeah,
had some sort of
4.
discrepancy with every other one.
Wait. Yeah. Hood River IPA, hazy IPA got
Oh
4.
yeah, Hood River Hazy. That's another 4-star.
Yeah, I actually bought a bottle of their amber earlier today in my mixed 6-pack, so I was
Nice.
going to
Oh,
try
nice.
that because it's
Full sail, everybody.
Yeah, we were
Wholesale's definitely coming
Yeah.
back.
riding that dick hard. All
It's
right.
so good.
Let's get out of here. Thanks, Jared, Dave, Aaron, joining
Yes.
me on the hoppy couch.
Thanks for having a beer with me.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
everybody. You take
Thank you for having a beer
care,
with us.
and remember, drink responsibly.
Prost.
It's our saying.
Drink safe.
Later.
See ya.
good night, everybody.